guys, it's Pelli. I hope you're having a great day today. This video is all about celebrating the supermodels that ruled the 80s. Let's begin. One of the most influential models of all time, Iman Mohammed Abdulmajid was born July 25, 1955 in Somalia. Though she was born in Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, Iman lived in both Saudi Arabia and Egypt during her childhood and adolescence. During her first year at the University of Nairobi in Kenya, where she studied political science, Iman was discovered by American photographer Peter Beard. She was very skeptical about having her picture taken, but after he insisted and agreed to pay off her college tuition, she allowed him to photograph her. Soon after, Peter Beard sent the photos he took to modeling agencies and secured Iman a contract with Wilhelmina. She was on her way to becoming a supermodel. After only a few days in New York City, the highly demanded new model shot her first editorial for American Vogue and graced the cover of Vogue Italia. Iman landed haute couture runway gigs and instantly became the muse for many prominent designers at the time. At the very beginning of her career, Peter Beard provided a lot of false information about Iman to the press as a strategy to make her a fashion sensation. The New York Post portrayed her as a tried woman, part of a nomad family that didn't speak any English, when in reality, Iman's father was a diplomat and her mother was a gynecologist. Iman herself was very educated and spoke 5 languages. The supermodel used the situation to her advantage, pretending she couldn't speak or understand any English as a way to find out what people really thought about her. A certified supermodel, Iman was successful in both print and on the runway. She was on the cover of Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, and Vogue. Iman also worked with Revlon Cosmetics and Pantene. In 1977, she married American basketball player Spencer Haywood and gave birth to her first child, Zuleika Haywood, 1 year later. In 1983, Iman was involved in a horrible taxi accident that left her with serious injuries. After recovering, she continued to model throughout the 80s and even dabbled in acting. By the end of the 80s, the supermodel got divorced and retired from the runway. She moved to Los Angeles and was introduced to David Bowie in 1990. The two surprised everyone when they started dating and later got married in 1992. Living in Los Angeles gave the former model more acting opportunities. She did acting work for Star Trek and famously was the queen for Michael Jackson Remember the Time music video. In 1994, the former supermodel launched Iman Cosmetics, a range of makeup and beauty products designed for women of diverse skin tone. The brand became an instant multi-million-dollar business. In the 2000s, Iman and David Bowie became parents to a daughter named Alexandria Zara. By the late 2000s, she hosted Project Runway Canada and was a producer on the reality TV show The Fashion Show. In 2010, the supermodel received the prestigious Fashion Icon Award from the CFDA. In January 2016, Iman tragically lost her husband after a long battle with cancer and stated that she would never marry again. So where is Iman now? She is the creative director and designer for Iman Global Chic and has made several appearances on the HSN network. She most recently made an appearance on the Drew Barrymore show in 2020 and graced the cover of Harper's Bazaar for the February 2021 issue. There is no denying the legacy and impact Iman made in the modeling industry. In a world full of trends, Iman is truly a classic. Anna Bayle was born December 6, 1956 in Manila, Philippines, and is known for being the first Asian supermodel. She grew up in a family of 7, and while her family immigrated to the United States, she decided to stay in the Philippines to finish school. After graduating high school, Anna became a pre-medical student at the University of the Philippines. During this time, she competed in a beauty pageant where she was noticed by a famous fashion designer. She got her start modeling around her country and even traveled to Hong Kong at one point, before taking over the modeling world in Europe. The supermodel was a breakout star on the runway, walking for Terry Mugler, Dior, and Valentino. She climbed her way to the top, wanted by Chanel, Versace, and YSL. Once she conquered Paris and Milan, all the top designers in New York wanted her for their shows and campaigns. The supermodel was photographed by famous fashion photographers like Peter Lindbergh and Helmut Newton. In addition to her numerous modeling gigs, Anna was also a design consultant to some established fashion houses. Her versatility and uniqueness made her a muse. The supermodel was so loved and wanted that at one point in her career, she got Valentino to get her out of the airport after her visa expired and the immigration officer wouldn't let her through. She was truly the #1 Asian supermodel at the time, gracing the covers of top fashion magazines like Marie Claire and Harper's Bazaar. Besides her statuesque figure, her runway tiptoe walk was constantly praised and became an inspiration to many models. By the mid-80s, most of Anna's modeling colleagues were either already retired or were retiring, but not Anna. She kept working even during the iconic 90s supermodel era. In 1994, Anna decided to retire while still at the top of her career. She got married and had a son. The former supermodel took some time to focus on her family before releasing a collection of lipstick in 1997. Around this time, however, Anna got divorced from her husband and later settled down in New York City with her son. In the 2000s, she became a licensed real estate salesperson, working with the real estate investing business in New York. So where's Anna Bayle now? Well, it was reported that she was writing a book in 2018. Anna is currently the beauty editor for lookonline.com and has set up a business that teaches models how to walk. A pioneer and a fashion icon, Anna Bayle paved the way for Asian models. Her success in the modeling industry should be recognized and celebrated. Known for being the first Brazilian model to achieve international fame, Dama Callado was born December 1st, 1957 in São Paulo, Brazil. She is of Portuguese, Indian, and Brazilian origin and started modeling at the age of 15 after being discovered by a local photographer. With the perfectly oval face, high cheekbones, and long legs, Dalma's big break came after she landed on the cover of Callado magazine in 1976, garnering international attention. Shortly after, she decided to move to France to fully pursue her modeling career. At the beginning, she actually hated living in Paris, was often lonely, but after a few months, she got used to the new country and started making a name for herself. By the 80s, Dama was a household name in the modeling world, known for her goddess physique. She became an exclusive model for Christian Dior and a favorite of Valentino. The supermodel was the queen of effortless elegance and glamour, always being booked to wear and bring haute couture pieces to life. She got to travel the world posing for photo shoots in countries like Thailand, Indonesia, and Italy. Dama also did campaigns for YSL, Bloomingdale, and Hilton. She also was on the cover of Vogue, Playboy, and Elle magazine. In 1986, Dalma was voted by the CFDA as the best model in the world. The supermodel retired from the modeling world in 1991, settling down in Italy with her husband and child. So where is Dama Callado now? Sometime in the 2000s, the former supermodel moved back home to Brazil and in 2008 made a guest appearance on a Brazilian talk show. In 2012, Dalma did editorial for Glamour Italy and has kept in contact with the fashion world, attending events from time to time. In 2019, she was in the short film The Staggering Girl playing a dancing woman. Dama most recently was in a Vogue Brazil YouTube video in 2020. Still elegant and truly iconic, Dalma opened doors for other Brazilian models thanks to her long international success. She is remembered for being the first Brazilian supermodel. This legendary French supermodel was born in France on August 11, 1957. Ines grew up just outside of Paris and is a descendant of one of the oldest families in the French aristocracy. She started modeling at a very young age and gained popularity in the industry after appearing in an issue of French Elle when she was 18 years old. The supermodel went on to work with prominent fashion designers like Terry Mugler and YSL. In 1983, she made history in the modeling world when she became the first model to sign an exclusive contract with the couture fashion house. Ines became the face of Chanel and was chosen by Karl Lagerfeld because of a remarkable resemblance to the brand's founder. She did advertising campaign for the brand, was the face of the fragrances, and walked every haute couture fashion show. During this period, Karl Lagerfeld wanted to bring Chanel back to relevancy. Ines was sophisticated but still playful and was very relatable. She played a part in helping Karl Lagerfeld bring Chanel back to life and into one of the most famous fashion houses today. However, in 1989, Ines left the brand after an argument with Karl Lagerfeld. Reportedly, Ines wanted to lend her likeness to a bust of Marianne, but Lagerfeld condemned her decision. He thought the idea was boring compared to the decision he wanted Chanel to go into. After leaving Chanel, Ines got married to Luigi Di Rosso, an Italian railroad executive in 1990, and had 2 children together. In 1992, the supermodel opened her own boutique in Paris, selling her own collection of clothing and accessories along with unusual and rare artifacts. Throughout the 2000s, Ines made many guest appearances on French television and kept up her aristocratic image. In 2006, Ines' husband tragically passed away from a fatal heart attack. In 2011, Ines ended her long feud with Karl Lagerfeld walking the Chanel Spring Show, and made a return to the haute couture runway, walking for Jean-Paul Gaultier. So where is Ines de la Fressange now? The supermodel is a very prominent fashion figure in France. Known for being a style icon, Ines continues to be featured in magazines. She has published many books, with a new one expected to be released in February 2022. The supermodel is focused on her brand and is still a fashion icon at 63 years old. Well, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment. Also, subscribe for more fashion related video and remember to keep living that fashion life. Bye!